Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today for February 2nd, 2026, run through the latest gaming news, where I've been playing, et cetera, et cetera. Wow, it's the second month of the year. And I felt like, oh man, my camera arm must be up against something because I'm like moving and it's moving around too. Okay, I'll fix that later, and it might not be a big deal to you, but it is me. January seemed like a weird month in gaming. There wasn't too much going on, and I was able to catch up on older, bigger games, like the Xenoblade games. So what I was doing real quick was going to the upcoming games. This is not usually how I start the show, but upcoming games using the deals.gg website. Ooh, Aces of Thunder. I'm pretty sure I looked that up. That looks cool. Oh man, we got the Dragon Quest game that looks, I played it pretty cool, but could be a little too much for me. So this Aces of Thunder looks cool, but I bet it's super simmy. I used to love playing these games. I'd use a flight stick. I had the IR, the infrared hat that you would wear, and you could move your head in the cockpit and look around. I love doing that stuff. Anyway, let's see. Menace, Dragon Quest, Blind Spot, Neo 3 definitely could be. It's making me feel I need to just go and finish the first one. I played so much of that first one, I never beat it, but it's like it kept going. Carmageddon Rogue Shift, that actually looks pretty good. Like I was saying, how usually I wouldn't want to play a roguelike, but if you're talking about a racing game, car driving, it could work just inherently with the genre that it is. So let me check something real quick. Okay. Let's see. Eugenics, Chrysal Theater of Idols. That looks interesting. What is that? It's an FPS horror shooter action adventure. It does say narration, and there's a demo. You know what? I'm not usually too much into horror games, but I wonder if this is more action. That's actually pretty cool. I gotta say, I'm gonna install the demo and test to see if the network will handle me doing that. That actually does look pretty cool. I'm glad I checked that out. It comes out February 10th. Okay. Let's go back. Romeo is a dead man. Okay, wait. There's a whole bunch of other things I just saw. Dark Ties. I want to play Dark Ties. I was playing a little bit of the combat. I'm really interested. Not as much as Yakuza 3, but maybe because it's there, I could play that too. And then Romeo is a Dead Man. Another one of these awesome action games from awesome Japanese developer. In fact, I'll be talking about another one of these types of games here shortly. Rogue Point, Chroma Gun 2, Die Hard, Gator Game in the Park. Okay, Disciples on Reanimal, High in Life 2, Welcome to Dolltown. Okay. Strategy RPG. It looks like I might have a good 2 weeks. Oh, here we go. I think this is the main release. I was about to say, I still have a good 2 weeks to just play some other games before the main thing, and that's Resident Evil. But I need to finish Village. I guess, wait, was it Village? Or 8? Hold up. What? No, it's the same thing, right? Evil Village. Hold on. Resident Evil Village. I always get these confused. Yes, 8, because the ILL. Yeah, there we go. At the end of the day, maybe I don't really like this game that much. Because I keep trying to play it, and then I just put it down and I forget about it. The last time I played it, I was just doing the thing where it's like you find this item, and then you go somewhere, and there's just random thing that looks like, oh, I put the item there. It's I don't know. And the other thing is, I don't know how much. I have a different even relationship with horror movies nowadays. Like it's less that they don't really scare me. Like I don't get the scared feeling anymore. And if it's anything, if it happens to be more like realistic, then it just bothers me. So it's like a weird thing where I guess it's just more of desensitization, I guess, in a way, but not because still some of it I don't want to see. So it's almost like that with horror games. It doesn't horrify me. I guess after playing like Souls games, what is a real visceral horror? Yeah, it's hard for those. I don't know. I don't know. I really liked playing Resident Evil 7 in VR. That was scary, but it was more like cinematically scary. Okay, I think that's all I want to look at for now because I have a few weeks then. Let's talk about what I've been playing. First of all, Astral Chain. Finally, why it was on sale. It was on sale on this website for pretty cheap. So I was like, okay, I'll grab it. I've been wanting to play. It's a Platinum Games game. It's one of those things where it's like full price on Switch, and you're like, well, it's exclusive on Switch. It's full price. Like I don't know what to think. But it's actually very cool and very fun, very interesting. What I will say is it has that super high. I don't want to say it's production value, but maybe it's style value, where there's just style throughout that would hide if it happened to have a low budget or low production value, if that makes sense. And it's people. I mean, from the moment the game starts, it's action. And then it's very interesting as you get through the game. I will say it feels like an evolution of Bayonetta. It's almost that type of game. They do add some other interesting things in here that seem like odd to do. It's like, sure, I will do that. And that it's like it's hard to make an attachment of what you're doing with the controls with what's happening in the game. Specifically, one of your actions is you have this sort of apparition. What do they call it? It's like a ghost that's attached to a chain on your arm. It can go be sent out to fight, and it's like you're more managing this chain, astral chain, with this legion. Is that what they call it? There's fighting, there's combat, but you're like, okay, send the chain out, bring it back, get it to do a cooldown, throw the chain in a way. But it's not like you're always using the chain. That's the thing. You are, but it's not like it's a secondary weapon as a combo, even though you can't combo. It's hard to explain. I think that's why maybe, oops, I hit something. It wasn't talked about too much when it first came out in terms of like, oh, people have got to play this, because I can see the more I'm getting into the game, I'm starting to see, oh, this is how this stuff. So I guess in a way I could say that the beginning of Astral Chain, while it's awesome and high octane, again, it then gets to a point where it's like, okay, what is this game really? And I'm starting to understand the combat mechanics. I guess I could say I do. It's just that they're different. It's not like you're playing a typical action game, even though that's what this is. Did I even explain it right? I don't know. Anyway, it says Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Yeah, I jumped in just for a second. Actually, I jumped in. I was on the couch with my Switch. I was like, wait a minute. My plan is to actually stream going through each biome. So I'll save that for later, which is a horrible thing to do because I just wanted to play a game and have fun. I did play some Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So here's the thing. There's that rumor that this is going to be getting some sort of a Switch 2 upgrade. So part of me is wanting to hold off. So what I was kind of doing was just running around doing all the quests in the first area. And it's a great time. Like the way the quests, I appreciate when games do this. The way the quests are set up are for you to be properly exploring and navigating and finding different places within that first area while sort of introducing you to like the more difficult enemies, but you don't have to engage with them. And about like going to different shop owners, like all the little things to kind of help you understand what the game and I love that first year, but the thing that it reminds me after playing Chronicles X and the first Xenoblade, this might be a trend in a lot of these games where these games are very lopsided, where the beginning portions you spend the most time in at the beginning, which I don't know if that makes sense or not, just from the perspective of as the game is introducing you to mechanics and stuff like that, you're always going to be in that beginning area. And then you start exploring, but then you're not usually in those places as long as the first area. And that would be an interesting thing to try to work around, because I almost feel like, again, the games are almost designed that way, where the later areas you don't have to be in as much or as long. And I really think there's something that can be done to even that out. Yeah, and that's mainly in, I'm trying to think if other games had done that. Star Wars Outlaws does a good job of not doing that. Just because you quickly, there's this other little place you can land at a lot, and you're really in your ship. But anyway, and then, yeah, speaking of Zelda, I jumped into Tears of the Kingdom. No, that was a few days ago. I think that was just from when you turn on your Switch, the last game that you were playing. Shows up there. But I think that's it. Was that really all I played? Yeah, I think I didn't really play a whole lot, actually. I mean, when I did, it was Astral Chain. And in fact, I spent a lot of time on this custom GPT I made. You can check it out over on. Actually, if you go to Gundam, I might as well do it. Since you can go to GundamExplained.com, and at the top there's this VCS. If you click on that, you could then drop in like any picture of like Gundam and stuff. Hit these buttons, type in stuff, make your own backgrounds. So I was working on that this weekend. It was pretty fun. Okay. Well, let's jump into news. Okay, Helldivers 2 Xbox vs. PS5 sales data shared as game reportedly hits 20 million copies sold. So this really isn't about how many on each console, which you could see it's way less, but it just came out on Xbox. Here's the thing. They hit 20 million by releasing the game as a multi-platform game. And I think that says something, especially if they just released it on Xbox and it already got them to where they needed. Any company could take advantage of this. And it's so crazy how they don't. And it's funny, not too many companies don't release on Xbox. It's just crazy how Bandai Namco will pick and choose, because again, I'm into the Gundam stuff. So when they don't release their games, but when they do, it's a live service shooter and it doesn't work. And it's like, oh my God, no one gets it. No one gets it. It's hard being a gamer, just asking for things, and these companies. But here's what's interesting about Helldivers 2. No one was asking for this. And even when I saw it, I was like, is this just some shooter? But no, once you play it, you realize it's more than just being a shooter. It has its own unique identity. It wasn't even made by Sony. They just bought the rights, or, the publishing or whatever, made it first party. I don't know. It's very interesting when you think about all that. Anyway, this new dark science fiction shoot 'em up aims to push the SNES hardware. So, a new 16-bit shmup, huh? Super Stormbuster, which isn't there already a Storm? What is it? Oh, what is that? Storm Grinder, Grindstormer, Genesis game. Okay, Super Stormbuster is a space shoot 'em up built specifically for SNES. Okay, all right. So it is a vertical shmup. And okay, there's not too much on it, right? Like if I wanted to, okay, I guess because it's launching soon, so we'll see. I'm curious to get a better look at the graphics. That just looks okay. I mean, hey, it could play fine. It does say pre-alpha. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. My oatmeal. So I will say for SNES, this doesn't look really like amazing or anything. In its pre-alpha, I really feel like the main hero ship could use some different detail. I guess the way the shading, pixel shading on it makes it look bulbous, more kid-like instead of like a sleek, what's Gradius? What is it? There's so many ship names I know, and off the top of my head now, I don't remember. Even the one from Xevious, I just saw it this weekend when I was at the mall. It was a little like Namco Lego set. Anyway, we're gonna have to keep our eye out on this. Okay. Highguard adds new 5v5 mode and latest update. Here are the patch notes. So I just want to bring this up because since I did a video on it, at the end of the day, my point isn't to like talk crap about this game because really it didn't deserve everything that happened to it. But I think it's cool that they added a 5v5 mode, even though the game just came out. They listened to the criticism and feedback. And I think that was a good way to go about it, just to see, just because people were complaining. And even for me, it was just kind of empty and not slow, but it just, there's not that many people. So it's just kind of chill. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I'm not going to play it. I mean, there's just so many games to play that I think the only reason people are, and that's why the numbers were so big at the beginning, is because of the controversy. The only reason people are even talking about it or playing it is because of the controversy. And if it wasn't for that, it might have this small but sustainable user base. So we'll see. Okay. Neo 3 has a timed console exclusivity deal with PlayStation. It means it could come to Xbox and Switch sometime in the future. Yeah, Koei Tecmo releases their games on Xbox, so I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they had the Wulong. So I love the Neo games. They were PlayStation at first, and then they started coming out on PC, and then the third one is PC also. So if it's on PC, why would it be considered a console exclusive on PlayStation? Meaning, or timed. Hold on. Thank you. Why would they have to say that Neo 3 is a timed console exclusive if it's on PC? Because that would make it sound like, oh, it's going to eventually come on PC. But no, since it's PC already at the same time and it's timed. Now, you could say, well, then it's going to be Switch too, because that's the new thing. And I'm like, I would say Xbox. I think so. But here's the other thing I'm interested in. Is it going to be Play Anywhere? Because if it's Xbox Play Anywhere, that is where I'm going to buy Neo 3. So, and it's a 6 month. Yeah, it's just 6 months. So we'll see. Anyone in here seen anything about Play Anywhere? No. Okay. I was also curious about that Gundam game being a timed exclusive. The Gundam Battle Destiny on PC and Switch. I would think that would be coming to PlayStation. That's a weird one. Okay. Okay, let's see. Why did I click on this? Reports hearing about another Nintendo Direct likely happening third week of February or around March. Yeah, so when they got these leaks of what could be at the Direct, and then we're told we're getting a partner Direct, it's like, okay, that doesn't really line up because the leaks had stuff to do with the first party games. So, and anyway, what I'm just excited about is, one, I love hearing about new Nintendo games, but because I'm a new Xenoblade convert, I'm really excited about some like upgrades that they're going to have, some announcements. So that's why I wanted to bring that up. Okay. Rumor, a Metroid movie is in development. Daniel Rickman has reportedly revealed on his latest Patreon post, sorry, that's a lot of P's, that a Metroid movie is in development. No further details were revealed, but there's already a lot to talk about. Brie Larson, who voices Rosalina in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, once said in an interview that she would love to play Metroid Samus Aran. That would be a good pick, I think. So you can already expect fan casting to already be underway, but Metroid also has pre-existing connections to the big screen. Yoshio Sakamoto has gone on record that 1979's Alien was a huge influence. With that in mind, it's unavoidable that fans will ask if the Metroid movie will itself take inspiration from that. No. No, they're just gonna make, if they do make this an actual live action movie, I think it would play very safe, super safe. It would probably lean more Star Wars than Alien for sure, but obviously the game itself had different influence, which by now Nintendo is completely lost. That's why I think it's so funny to bring that up, because Metroid has so far removed itself from what it was before, which is, again, what can make it be a good movie. Like, think about Metroid Prime 4, where you're just walking around, doing things, talking. Like, that is a movie, because there's enough talking, discussion. Is it a good movie? I don't know. But it's not horror, Leans more on action horror. Yeah, it would just be monster stuff. It would just be monster stuff with green blood, I would love it too. I would not mind if they did that, a PG-13 action Metroid movie. That's cool. Okay. I think that's it. So we're going to do something real quick here. Let's see if I can get this to work. Which I feel like there was some other stuff I was going to talk about. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this thing on. Sometimes this doesn't work right away, and I have to unplug and plug back in. So just... that should do it. There we go. Okay. What we are looking at here is... okay, I'm in the middle of a mission. So this is Astral, guys, and I'm going to show it to you because it is very interesting. Yeah, what was I doing yesterday? So this game, while it's that platinum action, there's also interesting, like, investigative areas, which I'm at right now. And you can see you kind of have a map that kind of shows. Okay, so yeah, you have your little dude, you send him out, but he's on a chain. It's kind of weird. You press L to bring, to shoot him out. Press L to bring him back. Press R. And when I said L, it's LZ, and then you press R for him to disappear. Okay. Oh, you could buy stuff from this dude. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff right now. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, looks like there's something over here. Okay. Okay, yeah, it was this thing over here. What was... lyrics say, I hope you never find the artist. Oh, yeah, that's right. When he paints, if we keep an eye for words, we might catch. That's right. I remember seeing that last night. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's the dodge button, but I wasn't even thinking of using it here. Alright. Let's see. Uh-oh. Interesting. But this is interesting, too. So I had no idea. Can I get that last one? Nope. Okay. And then I don't know if... wait. Oh, yeah. Right trigger is to shoot. Or shoot. Well, it is to shoot, but also because you press down on the D-pad. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just unlocked this. I haven't even used it yet. Anyway, you get a gun, too. Anyway, this is concerning. This looks weird. You're trying to find someone who went missing, right? We know something you might want to hear. Tell me. Well, nothing's free, you know. Okay, how much? You know, you got to answer our quiz. Oh, no. Super special quiz, brothers quiz. Okay. But if you get an answer, you get nothing. Oh, man. If this is anything about having to watch the cutscenes, read dialogue. I might fail this. Okay. You're on. Here we go. Here are the rules. Each one of us will tell you something, but only one of us will tell the truth. You have to listen, remember, and figure out which of us isn't lying. We'll tell you stuff like, he's lying, he's telling the truth, but only one of us is telling the truth. When we're all done, you'll have heard all you need to figure out who is telling the truth. Okay. I'm the first brother. The fourth brother is a liar. Oh, I see what they're doing here. Oh my god, my brain already. The first answer. Okay. Okay. Holy moly. Oh, okay, I can read it good. Okay. Oh, yeah, the oldest. Okay, I'm just gonna go with that. Oh, I thought I just went up to him. Oh, I didn't even get that right. Okay, so do I really have to think about this? I was wanting to do some combat. Okay, hold on. Wait, put me in the third one. Oh, guys. No. Okay. What's? Wait, no. Oh, sorry, pressed the wrong one. I'm just gonna go through each one because Let me tell you something. If someone was like, hey, let me show you this game Astral Chain, and this is what I saw, I would never play it. Wow, so it's the last one that Yay! Oh my god, oh my. Now I gotta do this again. Oh, but I got a hat. So this may not be true, but so there's this weird force. What's weird about it? It's just a hologram. I mean, what kind of door is that? Okay, something relevant to your case, right? Useful. Or it's just a hologram. That is strange. Couldn't hurt to check it out. Thanks, kids. Oh, so I don't have to do another quiz, or do I? Let's see. If it's a circle, let me see. No, yeah, good. I don't have to do it again. Okay. That was a waste. I kind of didn't care. That didn't really do anything. Maybe if you're into that quirky stuff, it's kind of neat. Interesting. That's him.
Shut down.
One moment, please. I'm almost finished with it. Oh, we'll just be right here while you finish committing your crime. Come on, you're under arrest.
Hey, come back here.
So
let's get him.
Yay, here's some action. Okay, if someone runs away from you, send your legion after them. Oh, okay. Look at that. That didn't work. Okay, which way? That didn't do anything. Hey, out of my way. Oh, I love the animations. The game does a good job of giving it a weighty feel. What the? Okay, are we fighting? Because we're not? What? That didn't make sense, guys.
Hey!
What the? Okay. I mean, am I supposed to be running after? Oh, I know what to do. I'm supposed to wrap him up with my dude. Come on. Well, you're in the way, people. There we go. Okay. Well. Red Ghost. Okay. Red Door. Another clue. Alright, well. There you guys have it. I showed you one of the investigation segments in Astral Chain. Not the best representation. Oh wait, what? I don't know if you have to save it later. I'll do it on the computer. You have to like go to your computer at the station to save it or something. Wrong one. Anyway. Yeah, so Astral Chain. It was interesting because that was kind of like the investigative parts, which are okay, but like it's really where the action is. Although those parts do kind of help with the things I like in games when there's the exploration aspect or kind of learning about the world. So I feel like if it was just level based, I would be completely bored. So it's pretty interesting. Again, that's exclusive from Platinum Games on the Switch. All right, Steven, good to see you. But yeah, I'm heading out now. All guys, that was fun. I'll be back. Gundam Explained tomorrow. And then on Steven's show, I had her live on Wednesday. So that's cool. All right, heading out. See y'all later.